All right, everyone, let's do another setting up and solving for proportion. So Mrs. Medrano, aka me, is a block further down the street selling cookies. I've got oatmeal and chocolate cookies, and I know that I have sold a total of 208 cookies and that the ratio of chocolate to oatmeal is 6 to 7. So how many of each did we sell? Okay, so this proportion is going to be a little different than the one that we set up in the last video. So I know that I've got oatmeal and chocolate cookies, and I've sold a total of 208 cookies, and that the ratio of chocolate to oatmeal cookies is 6 to 7. And now I also know that the total number of cookies sold is 208. So right off the bat, it just looks like we don't have another ratio that we can set up, but we do. So another way that we can set up a ratio is we can set up the number of chocolate cookies sold to the total. So if we look at my first ratio, I know that I have sold a total of six chocolate cookies. The total would have to be 13. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think about where I got that number from. Okay, so that 13 is actually coming from taking the total number of chocolate cookies and adding it to the total number of oatmeal cookies. So 13. So one way to think about this proportion is by thinking about for every 6 cookies I've sold, or for every 13 cookies I've sold, 6 of those are going to be chocolate. So now this is where I can set up, or this is where I can use the 208. So I'm going to put the 208 in the denominator because I know that's the total number of cookies that I've sold. And of those 208, we're trying to figure out how many of those were chocolate. I'm going to label this C. Okay, now we can do cross multiplication because I have a proportion set up. So I'm going to do 6 times 208. Which is going to give me 1248. And I'm also going to do 13 times C equals 13C. Okay. And so from here, I can divide both sides by 13. And I get 96 equals C. So that means that I have sold 96 chocolate chip cookies. And I've only answered part of the problem because we want to figure out how many of each. So I have sold, and I say I because I'm Mrs. Medrano, 96 chocolate chip cookies. Now, I also want to know how many oatmeal I've sold. I can just do 208 minus 96. And that'll tell me how many oatmeal I've sold. 108 chocolate chip cookies and 112 oatmeal. Thanks for watching.